It is 6:30 a.m. and it's still raining. Today is our last day in the North Cascades. We're actually only going to be here for the morning and planning on hitting the road just afternoon. We're hoping to do 2 lake type hikes today that are about, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 miles each. So about 4 hours of hiking, but it's raining and it's cold and we're just going to have to play it by ear. So hopefully this passes over and the visibility will be nice and the trails will be decent. But even if they're not, I'm thinking we'll still send it. So the drive to the trailhead is like maybe half a mile. So we're already here. But as we were driving out, we saw the water and somehow it's gray.
Even yesterday it was raining and like it rained all day, stormed, water so blue.
Past 2 days it's been like this crazy teal blue color.
The second we want to go see it, it's gray.
Yeah. So we might not have as good of views today. Not just because of the visibility and the rain and the fog and stuff, but also because the water might be a different shade. Anyway, we're gonna go make some breakfast. While the water boils, I'm gonna shake up these oatmeal packets to see if I can't get them nice and proportional. So all the flavoring isn't in one end. Oatmeals are all lined up. And Macy changed into some more hiking appropriate pants so that we don't get our cozy pants all nasty today. Water's done boiling. Macy's first. Is that good?
Yeah.
Now the remaining water will go in the Stanley. Now we wait 4 minutes. Coffee's ready. Breakfast is served. We're done watching Yellowstone. So unfortunately we don't really have anything to watch, but we're gonna eat some breakfast and then hit the trails. We're in a bit of a predicament. Our boots are still soaking wet because it's been raining constantly. And our feet are currently dry, and we are currently dry for the most part, but we're gonna have to put our feet in cold, wet boots. So Macy's grunting over here while she does it. It's a brutal feeling. I might really regret this, but my ankle's hurting bad, so the boots don't feel good. So rocking tennis shoes. It's probably gonna make my feet hurt really bad, and they're probably gonna be soaking wet. So we're starting off with the Thunder Knob Trail, going out to it. So we're starting down here. Up to the top is going to be 1.8 miles and about 635 feet of climbing. It is 7:38 a.m. and we are starting the trail. Should take us about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So this is now the color of the water. It's like a gray. So it's kind of a letdown. Been hiking for a minute now, and here's our first real view. Over here on the left, the water's looking like it's got some of that same color, but as you pan out, it's turning lighter. So after 42 minutes of hiking, we've gone almost 1.9 miles, and here's our view. There's actually a little bit maybe of a better view farther down, so we might go to that, but here's the view at the end. So we're going back over this sketchy bridge. There's quite a bit of wobble to it. Oh my gosh. So we're going one by one just to be safe. Oh my gosh. It is wobbling so much. I don't love that. But we're done.
It was so much worse this time.
It's actually worse. Woo! All right, we basically wrapped up the trail. And it's time to actually enjoy our coffee because it was way too stinking hot before we left for the hike. And then we're going to drive probably about 45 minutes out to Blue Lake and do that hike as well. It's, I think, maybe a little over 4 miles and a little over 1,000 feet of climbing. So fairly similar to this one, but just the addition of miles and elevation. Just finished the hike. All in all, 3.9 miles, 640 feet of climbing. An hour and 26 minutes and 30 seconds. It was nice to finally see a view that was somewhat expected. The fog definitely interfered some, but it's still very pretty, and the water was nice and blue.
Cheers.
Woo, that is hot. That's a lot hotter than I thought it would be. Let's go,
That's
baby.
great.
We are officially starting Blue Lake Trail. It's a little chilly. We just spent probably 45 minutes in the car warming up and whatnot. So to be back out here is nice and chilly, but we're excited to do this hike. It's also the very last hike of our trip. So that's really sad. It's technically not in the North Cascades National Park, but it's right outside in the National Forest area, and it's a part of North Cascades Scenic Highway. So should be a really beautiful hike with some good views, assuming the fog isn't holding it back. All of a sudden, the trail has opened up with this beautiful view of these mountains.
We're almost 1 mile in.
And we're almost 1 mile in. So we're a little bit over halfway there in distance, but we still have about half the climbing left. We've done right at 525 feet of climbing, and it's been getting quite a bit steeper, but nothing too unmanageable yet. About 1.9 in of 2.2 on the way out of this beautiful view. We are getting closer to the top. There's quite a bit of snowy and muddy sections and some small creeks. So far, the tennis shoes are holding on and Macy's boots are holding on. Running into some dicey conditions, but nothing that we can't handle.
That's tough. You're not gonna... Chris, literally on the edge, trying to make it across this.
These shoes suck, bro.
There's literally like a steep cutoff, but he's doing great. About halfway there.
So we're just one step here.
Just
I'm about to just go straight into that. No idea. So we're walking up on Blue Lake. Some pretty colored water, still clear. You can still see right into it. And if this fog would go away, this would be a majestic view. So we hiked up a little bit farther, found us some little rocks to sit on, and this is our view. A little bit overcast, but still super beautiful. We are leaving Blue Lake and having our last hike out of here. It's kind of crazy to think that this is the end of like the fun adventure, and now we just have 32 hours to drive home. There's one last view of Blue Lake. It's been real, buddy. It's been nice and pretty, and check the box for being a blue lake with a mountain in the background, so thank you for that. So we're hiking down, and Macy somehow got her trekking pole perfectly through this little metal loop that's holding this rope. This chick, bruh. Fog on this side is clearing up well, and these mountains are just absolutely beautiful. That concludes our last hike in Washington. It's been real rainy and cold, but it's been real fun as well.
It's been very beautiful.
All in all, that trail was 5 miles and about 1,100 feet of climbing. We did some extra stuff at the end to get a cooler view and hang out, but it was epic. It would be more epic if the weather was better and there weren't some like sketchy ice sections, but it was good. And now we're going to make some quesadillas and warm ourselves up and start our crazy trek back to Texas. Just oiled the pan up a little bit. I'm gonna get the gas going now. Spinning it the wrong way. Casey's shooting Miracle Whip everywhere. All right, time for the first tortilla. We have quite a bit of Miracle Whip on there, so these are gonna fry up big time. Time for some cheese. What is that? Oh, the turkey. And we're also gonna put some turkey on these ones, which would be nice. Should get that corner, nice. Fold it in half. Oh, almost had it. There we go. It's got some good sizzle to it, so time to flip. Oh yeah, that looks so good.
It's amazing.
First one's probably done now, so pull it off. Macy, if you'll add the next tortilla on there. Look at this form.
Ching.
Nice. Got some of this cheese. Cheese is more spread out on this one if you want it.
Here.
Okay, turkey.
Yep.
Nice. This one is thick. I guess they're all thick, but feels thick as heck. All right, it's probably time to flip this one. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks so good. All right, this quesadilla is just about. Oh, got some more cheese left over. All right, dinner is served, for lunch, I mean. Quesadillas are ready, nice and crispy, and then we're spoiling ourselves today by opening up this new bag of kettle chips. It's gonna be so tasty.
Mm-hmm.
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 Pulled over for a second because these views are just too dang good not to capture. So is this view. May the 32-hour road trip begin. This is going to be interesting.